everybody, it's Mike from GunsInThe701.com and our weekly Badass of the Week. Every week we try to go deep into history and find one of those badasses you might have forgotten about but needs to be remembered because they are living up to the title of badass. The unlikely adventures of Zinaida Portnova. Once upon a time, in the bustling city of Leningrad, lived a spirited young girl named Zinaida Portnova. Zinaida, or Zaina, as her friends called her, was just an ordinary teenager with an extraordinary destiny waiting to unfold. In the summer of 1941, Zaina and her younger sister were sent to their grandmother's house in the village of Zwu, near Albol in northern Belarus. Little did they know, their peaceful summer vacation was about to be interrupted by the Nazi invasion into the Soviet Union.
Nobody invites the Nazis, but they always seem to want to come into your place, right?
Jerks. One day, Zaina was helping her grandmother with cattle. A group of Nazi soldiers arrived and they tried to confiscate the family's cattle and in the process hit her grandmother. This incident sparked a fire in Zaina's heart and she decided then and there, no more Miss Nice Zaina. Zaina joined the local underground Komsomol organization in Albol, known as the Young Avengers.
No, it's not a Marvel thing. This is a long time ago, so no copyright infringement. Thank you very much.
Anyway, she began by distributing Soviet propaganda leaflets in German-occupied Belarus, collecting and hiding weapons for Soviet soldiers, and reporting on German troop movements. After learning how to use weapons and explosives from older members of the group, Portnova participated in sabotage actions at pumps, local power plants, and brick factories. These acts were estimated to have killed upwards of 100 German soldiers. It is said as she planted explosives, she couldn't help but whisper,
"Lights out, gentlemen."
But Zaina's most legendary operation was yet to come. Now, she infiltrated a Nazi garrison as a kitchen aide and poisoned the food meant for the soldiers. When the soldiers fell ill, suspicion fell on Zaina. Now, to prove her innocence, she ate some of the food herself. She later felt sick, but managed to recover after drinking a lot of whey. Talk about a stomach of steel. Now, after she did not return to work, the Germans realized that she had been the culprit and started searching for her. To avoid the Germans, she became a scout of the partisan unit named after Kliment Voroslav. In a letter sent to her parents back in besieged Leningrad that month, she wrote that she is
in a partisan detachment. Together with you, we will beat the Nazi occupiers.
See, this is why I chose her as a badass. In December 1943, Portnova was sent back to Albol to infiltrate another German garrison, discover the reason for the recent Young Avengers failures, then locate and contact the remaining members. But she was quickly captured. Reports of her escape is that during a Gestapo interrogation in the village of Goriani, she took an investigator's pistol off the table, then shot and killed him. When two German soldiers entered after hearing the gunshot, she shot them as well. She then attempted to escape the compound and ran into the woods where, unfortunately, she was caught near the banks of the river. After being recaptured, Portnova was tortured, possibly for information, but she gave none. She was later driven into the forest and executed. Despite her capture and tragic end at the age of 17, Zinaida Portnova's spirit lived on. On July 1st, 1958, Portnova was posthumously declared a hero of the Soviet Union. She also received the Order of Lenin in 1969. She also had numerous young pioneer groups named in her honor. And so, the tale of brave Zinaida Portnova, the unlikely hero and the bane of Nazis, continues to inspire generations. And remember, never underestimate the power of a teenager with a cause and a good recipe for poison. Zinaida Portnova, 100% tried and true, a badass. Hey, we thank you guys and gals for tuning in for GunsInThe701.com's and our Badass of the Week. Every week we try to bring you a new badass in history, somebody who just goes above and beyond in the badassery field. But it's not always easy to find. So if you've got somebody in history that is a badass and you'd like us to do a story on them, make sure you give us a buzz. Drop us a line. Send us an email to guns@gunsinthe701.com. That's GUNS at gunsinthe701.com. We'll get your badass story out there and share it on all our social media platforms. And speaking about social media platforms, see that QR code up there? Well, one of the ways we stay on the air, on the internet, and give you new stories every week is by your donations. Now, we can always use a little bit or anything you can spare. That QR code up there will let you donate something right away. And whatever amount you've got, we'll be happy with because it helps us upgrade our equipment, get us studio time, and all the other good stuff. Also, while you're at it, check out all our merch at gunsandthe701.com. We've also got our back catalog of gunsandthe701.com, our weekly Wednesday show. Also, Jamie with 701 Nation and the back catalog for Badass of the Week. That's all at gunsandthe701.com. Well, until next week, we do appreciate, and remember, as my buddy Clay always says, keep your powder dry and stay safe.